Hi, my name is Peyton Dooley, and today I'm going to convince you why you should choose our advertising company for Genius in a Bottle. So, our target demographic. Our target demographic for Genius in a Bottle is males aged 15 to 24 with an annual salary of $35,000 to $55,000. We chose males and we chose ages 15 to 24 because those people are the most likely to procrastinate, stay up all night partying, stay up all night gaming, or mishandle things to where they would need a quick fix in order to survive things like tests and job interviews. Now, we chose this income because they have enough money to spend on the product, but also they are likely looking for higher paying jobs, which means they'll be doing job interviews and this product would have some importance to them. Now, on the next slide, we have our logo and our slogan for Genius in a Bottle. Genius in a Bottle is the name of the product. We have our slogan, which is 1 drink, 2 hours of peak mental performance, and we have our logo, which is the brain and the bottle right next to each other. Now we have our justification for our slogan and our logo. Now, justification for the slogan, it's clean, short, and it resembles a sports drink. Now, this is very important with our target demographic of 15 to 24-year-old males. Males at this age are very obsessed with sports. So any connection you can make to the sporting world is a win. So the peak mental performance, that's something that you hear athletes talk about all the time, having their maximum mental performance. So this is a very strong connection that we've made. Now, for our logo, it's clean and it creates a very important connection, which I can show you again. A very important connection between our product, right here, the Genius in a Bottle, and the brain, which makes a connection in the reader's mind or in the viewer's mind of their intelligence directly correlating to their brain power and their intelligence. Of our product directly correlating to the audience member's brain power and intelligence. Now, the next slide will have our print advertisement that will run in magazines. Now, you can see we have our title, we have our logo, and we have our slogan front and center, just like on the previous slide that I showed. But a few changes we have this speech bubble, which has +10 IQ for 2 hours after drinking. And down here in this corner, we have $21.99 per bottle and available at any gas station or pharmacy. Now, we have our appeals, which are in the print ad. The ethical appeal is that it is clean, organized, and simple, which makes it likely that we're credible. The more professional that it looks, the more likely we are to be a credible source of information. Now, the logical appeal we have is, I can show you right here, the little speech bubble with an explanation of what the product does. Now, these are sound facts, and it provides a simple explanation that they're likely to believe and see as a positive impact on our product. Now, the emotional appeal has to go with the same reason that we chose our slogan. It is this connection between the brain and the bottle. If we can reinforce the idea in their minds that drinking our drink will actually strengthen their minds, they are more likely to buy it. Now we have our video ad, which we will play as commercials.
Are you stressed about an upcoming test or exam? Do you wish you could do just a little bit better in that job interview? Then you should try Genius in a Bottle. Genius in a Bottle is an energy drink that helps improve mental performance by up to 10 IQ points for the 2 hours immediately after drinking. You can buy Genius in a Bottle for just $21.99 at any gas station or pharmacy. With our patented formula, 1 drink, 2 hours of peak mental performance.
Now, some of our appeals showing in the ad. We obviously have an ethical appeal with the phrase patented product. This provides so much credibility to the company. Just people knowing that this is a patented formula, it makes them feel much more confident in its ability to work on them. Now, the logical appeal is the explanation given on what exactly the product does and how the product works. It's very sound logic that is presented in this, and it's a very, very simple, easy to follow explanation, which make your product more acceptable in the viewer's mind. The more simple the explanation is, the more likely they are to agree with it. Lastly, we have our ethical appeal in this, which is the showing of the people at the beginning, specifically the teenage boy with his hands in his head in his hands because he's so stressed, or the man before the job interview with the negative body language. These are something that our target audience can relate to. They've likely been in these situations and likely recently been in these situations. So they have an emotional connection now with the characters that are using our product. And when they have that connection between the characters and themselves, they're more likely to agree with how the characters handle their situation, which in this case is buying the product. Now, we are given $10 million for advertisement. That's what you told us we would have for the different companies that you're interviewing to do your advertisement. Now, we knocked this, we got very, very close to spending that entire $10 million, which is a great, great thing in advertising, is using every penny that we have available. So for our print ads, the first one we use is Sports Illustrated. We're going to use one ad a month in the Sports Illustrated magazine, coming out at a grand total of $2,332,200. Now, the reason that we chose Sports Illustrated is because its audience very, very, very closely matches our target audience. If you notice, it is 77% male. The average income is just over $60,000, which is barely outside of our average income, or our range of incomes in our target audience. And the average age is 37. But what's important to note is that Sports Illustrated magazine has a lot of audience members who are in their later stages of life and a lot in their younger. So the 37, as it is average, does not mean that the majority of these people are 37. There's actually a very large percentage of these people who are in our age range of 15 to 24 of our target audience. Now, the other magazine that we're going to choose is ESPN the magazine. And what we're going to do is we're going to do one per month outside of football season and one per month during football season. Or two per month during football season, excuse me. And the total of that would be $2,880,000. And the reason that we chose ESPN the magazine is because they're actually 82% male. Their average income is $62,000, and the average age is 32 years old. So this matches much more closely than the other one, which is why we chose to do it twice during football season, which is also a time when there is a large spike in viewership of men ages 15 to 24, which is our target demographic. Now, for our TV ads, we're going to do Monday Night Football. Now, Monday Night Football, we're only going to pick 7 games because it's much more expensive to run something during Monday Night Football than it would be to print it up in a magazine. So we're choosing 7 rivalry games. And the reason that we're choosing rivalry games is because the men are more likely to be interested in these matches. I'm a tennis player. These games, they care more about, right? So it's more likely that they're going to watch them. So this is when our target audience is going to be reached the most effectively in Monday Night Football. Now, the cost of this is $2,717,232. And the audience, on average, is 11.6 million viewers, which is actually higher in these rivalry games and more of our target audience in these rivalry games. And they're 41% more likely to be male. Now, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to run ads during Family Guy. And we're going to do this once a month with a total of $1,721,880. The reason that we chose Family Guy is because it's actually the most popular show in men ages 18 to 34. Now, lastly, that will bring out our grand total to $9,651,312. And for those reasons, I believe that our advertising company best represents what Genius in a Bottle is all about and best communicates it to others.